One of the things that's really important after a person has had a loss is that other people remember that person. And so thinking about ways that you can memorialize or remember the person who's passed away will mean so much to the person who's left behind. One of the stories that I have always loved was a friend of mine whose teenage son was killed in a car accident. Afterwards, she and some of his friends got together and tried to think of a way to remember him that would be special. So what she and her son do now is every 1st of November, they send out luminaria bags to all of his friends and all of their family members, and they ask them to decorate the luminaria bag in some way that helps them to remember Jason. She said sometimes they write poems, sometimes they write notes, they attach photographs, they draw things, just many different creative ways. On Christmas Eve, then they send them back to her. And on Christmas Eve, whoever happens to be home at that time meets at the cemetery at 6 o'clock in the evening, and they all put out all the luminaria bags. And then they just stay and talk for a few minutes about what they remember about Jason. She said she has started now collecting the bags at the end of the evening and putting them in scrapbooks. And it has become just a wonderful tradition for all those people who mourned his loss, but who now are celebrating his life. I have a wonderful speaker friend named David Roth, who is a marvelous songwriter. And during the time that my husband Charlie was having chemo, the only thing he listened to were David's CDs because he loved David and the work that he did. When David heard that Charlie died, he got on a plane from Cape Cod, flew out. On the plane, on the way, he wrote a song for Charlie, and he sang that song at his memorial service. And that was one of the most precious gifts I've ever received from anyone. And I know Charlie had a huge smile in heaven to see this person that he respected and admired so much who did that just for him. So just think about wonderful creative ways that you can come up with that will remind the people who love that person who passed on and will keep that memory alive in a way that will just add joy and add a celebration for who they were and what they brought to this world.